can't be fucking. It's on current wages over there, but he might not have been happy with that. Oh shit! Oh! What? Yo, give me one second, man! Yo, chill! What? Where you going? Relax, man, let's negotiate, man! Fucking hell! Fuck! We're not even negotiating it, man! We didn't even negotiate! Fuck, what the hell?
Go on. Go on, one sec, you lot. That's crazy. Oh my god. Big up to everyone. Welcome to NAF. People gonna join in. Hooks will be here in due time. There's a lot of Spurs news. There's a lot of Spurs news, you could say. There's some Chelsea news. There's a little bit of United stuff, but nothing crazy. There's some crazy Liverpool news. Oh, and I've just heard some Man City stuff as well. Isak, no, sorry. Indy Kyler, I've just got this confirmed with Rodrigo. Indy was right.
Indy's right a lot.
No, he said, yeah, before anyone, by the way, with this Rodrigo stuff, yeah, in the morning, but he was mentioning about those Rodrigo's reps and stuff was in Manchester or in England, like discussing stuff. Yeah, Indy was right about that. I just got told, and it's like, wait, hold on. He tweeted that a few days ago that my man was there a couple weeks ago. That's crazy. That's
why are you not even an Indy believer in the first place?
Nah, you know what? No,
Kaz will do Gork 3000 for Ben Jacobs, but Indy has to prove himself. Like,
well,
you know,
yeah, because he's not. I've never known him to be in it.
Louder.
No, hear me out, yeah. Because to be fair, he broke the Eze stuff first and he didn't get credited, so that's kind of like shameless. And also the Savio stuff as well, which is quite shameless. I'm not gonna lie, yeah. Last time before this summer, I haven't heard Indy Kyler's name, yeah. Or group. I think they're a group now. Yeah. Since 2012.
Yeah.
Since Juan Mata joined the club. Since then, I didn't even know it existed. And then someone said India. I said, that guy's still going. The original ITK.
But that's the definition of fake it till you make it, no? Like, do you know what I mean? Eventually, even a broken clock's right twice a day, and all of a sudden now it starts to tell the time. What can one say about that? You know, I can't really begrudge it. There's a lot of scandalous men who are pretty authoritative in the football space now, who I remember just 1 year ago.
So what we got? If you didn't know this though, Jay,
go on.
I didn't know this. Indy, the original Indy, actually sold his account.
Yeah.
And now it's a group of journalists, but they have to tweet like him.
Yeah.
And it's like with the old 10 o'clock beat.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, yeah. I saw a tweet yesterday, and the language looked a little bit off from the Indy, and it looked very David Ornstein like.
Yeah, but
I must say,
but the thing
I got a feeling Carl Anker and a few of those lot are working.
That. Like, the thing is that like the one thing I would say about that as well is with AI and stuff like that, it would be very easy for them to go back and copy lots of
of course it would,
and then say, can you use this kind of voice and tone and match it up a little bit? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm not gonna be surprised. Yeah, Carl Anker. Yeah, the athletic. I got a feeling he's on it. There was one that used to.
You know what?
Ornstein's right hand man. A year ago, there was Ornstein's right hand man, or 2 years ago. Ty would know him. Ty's boy. Yeah. What's his name? What's his name? Is it? Yeah, United fan as well. He left and he said that he's going to do his own thing. Yeah, and now it makes sense.
Yeah. Also, it would.
And
make
Ben Jacobs fake beefing himself as well. Yeah, they're all in. They're all in it.
It would make a lot. It would make a lot of sense if, like, the Athletic had bought it or something, but keep it under wraps. Do you know what I mean? So they've got like they're part of the jokey net. Like that would make a lot of sense if like
because they keep themselves hidden, because then they can't exactly like get exposed or anything. It's like yesterday, you know, what's his name? United Scope crying over Garnacho blocking him on WhatsApp now. It's like, what do you mean? You're the one with leaking lineups and stuff because of his brother. Why are you crying, you nerd?
The thing is, it's a hybrid, isn't it? It's like a mix between real news and fake news blended together.
Yeah.
a nice little thing. But I guess obviously, Kaz, we need to get to like the nuts and bolts of today. There's no Arsenal. Funny there's no Arsenal fans today, but like,
no, there will be. No, Hooks is joining. He told me ages ago that he's.
But Hooks told me what about when Eze signed. So what Hooks tells me, and what happens in real life, there's a distance. There's sometimes a bit of a gap.
I can't lie, man.
Not about these mannerisms.
If Indy doesn't get a sponsor by KFC, it's horrendous.
So basically, you lot are basically saying that Indy Kayla's the Mandarin, my man free.
It depends. It's just like if he's tweeting news,
the hired actor.
If he's tweeting news I agree with, he's the man. If he's tweeting news that I don't agree with, he's a fraud. So now that everyone's got the rules right, let's move forward.
First. I've heard certain men like say that Fabrizio's lying because they don't want it to be true.
Yeah. I'm telling you now, the new indie group might be their Kutski, might be the equivalent. Do you know what I mean? No one knows the identities really yet and all that, and they got to wait for someone to undercover.
He needs a tagline. He needs a tagline like a "Here we go" kind. But "Here we go" is so.
And I said Indies are group
very difficult to get another.
Yeah, no. That's actually a fact. That's a legit fact. And he said himself. He exposed it himself. To be fair, he's like, there's like 5 of us, and there's only a few journos that go around stadiums each time and post. Like, he went to your game and started doing a filming thing, and I'm thinking.
So that would indicate that it's actually a journalist who's literally going to watch the games / report on the games for official newspapers, right?
Yeah, I'd say so. Yeah,
or he just stole it from Twitter. Either or.
Yeah, maybe.
We might be giving this guy too much credit. This might be a fat guy in his bedroom, like eating chips, like off his belly, laughing at the fact that we're dissecting what he's doing.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Anyways, like I said, Hooks will be here. He was actually stuck in traffic, so can't really do much about that. But he will be, I promise. We can talk to him about Eze. But first and foremost, we already know this Isak stuff is crazy. This Isak stuff is crazy, man.
Potential bombers, and Isak is still the first. When you're big, you're big.
No. Because you know it is. I need to wait for Hooks.
I mean, this was for Hugo, innit? This was like for Hugo, but obviously. I need to get the Swedish. I don't know, man.
Sorry.
Yeah. No. Wait for Hooks to join, and then we can
Isak,
do that.
Let's do it.
Let's talk about Isak because.
How about, bro? I'm gonna be right there with you, Jay.
How about this? Monts was so excited by the news, he actually stayed up, and that's why he's here on time today.
The news broke before I woke up. It was like an hour old.
Oh, nice.
Matting.
So the thing. First of all, first of all, deal with the elephant in the room. Yeah, is there any sort of hypocrisy from Liverpool fans, Ari, Isak, and how he's looking to leave his club versus how you treated Trent versus, or is it kind of like you don't care because you're not a Newcastle fan, so therefore the impact isn't on you? Do you see where I'm going with this?
I think, again, with Trent, left on a free, ran down his contract. Boyhood club, you know what I'm saying? Born and bred. Isak doesn't have those ties to Newcastle, for one.
Okay.
Secondly, Newcastle can actually get their money for him. Like, they've actually set their price tag and they can actually get their money for him. Isak's been there 3 years? Is it 3 seasons now?
Okay, three seasons.
Yeah, 3 seasons, I think. Yeah. Oh, here we go.
3 seasons. Yeah, 3 seasons.
Hello.
3 seasons, Jay. I don't think the player they should be comparing it to is Trent, maybe for Liverpool fans. I think they should be looking at someone like Wisa and how he's behaved, or
So basically, you're basically saying
Gyökeres and how he behaved.
So it's kind of like but this is the thing is like because the thing is
Garnacho to Chelsea, how he's behaving.
And I get where Liverpool fans have already started in the comment section. Listen, guys, we'll circle around to team compatibility, which you guys told me wasn't an issue whatsoever after watching the Palace game, but we'll circle back to that. And my point is more just about, obviously, Isak, he sold his home, or he's selling his home. He's gone AWOL. Yeah, he's not going to training. He's forcing the move. Appreciate Trent is more like running.
Oh my God, Liverpool are now following.
I'm just like, you guys don't care. do you think there's any chance that Liverpool don't do this deal? Like, do you think, like, as in whilst Isak is doing this, do you think, like, Liverpool, you're not going to leave him? You're not going to leave him on red eye. You're not going to leave him.
Deal, this deal is, as I said, like someone said it in the chat. This is more like the Coutinho, more than Trent. If you're looking at how things have turned out, Coutinho wanted to leave Liverpool. We were like, yo,
Steve. That's what I was
you
looking
ain't for
for.
sale. You know what I'm saying? You ain't for sale. Signed a contract. You left 6 months later for 140 million. You know what I'm saying? Now, it's a bit different, obviously, because, you know, Isak can leave now for 150 million. Like, he doesn't have to wait 6 months to kind of get that done. You know what I'm saying? But, and obviously, Coutinho did throw his toys out the pram, faked injury, He came, remember, people forget, he came back game week 3, I believe, against Leicester.
Yeah.
He scored the free kick, came back and scored the free kick.
Yeah.
Scored 2 goals. So this is the thing. She don't want to be with you in it. Yeah. She don't want to be with you in it. So at this point, you're just kind of holding her hostage in that. She don't want to be with you. You've broken a relationship. You lot basically just live together.
Yeah.
You live together and you got here.
Do you want to know what the interesting thing, Monts, with that analogy is that it's not even like, you know, like you don't like to dump somebody until you've got a new bit. Or you let the relationship dwindle into nothingness. Yeah,
you don't want to just.
He's not even willing to do that. He's just like, it's not me, it's you, and I need to leave this toxic environment immediately. So you know, I respect what Isak's doing, because as somebody that's tolerated bad relationships in my life, you know, the comfort level you get from staying in them rather than walking up. You know what? I'll save that for my therapist. Back to you, Monts.
Bro, you know what's mad? You know what's weird? It's like Newcastle, through the report of Ornstein, yeah, he's not Newcastle saying he's not for sale. But then it's like, irrespective of their striker chase, even though they're chasing Hoyland now, which is funny, but funny old game. But then it's like, well, but he's telling you lot that he doesn't want to merge with the squad ever again. Squad is beefing with him. He doesn't give a shit. Basically, he didn't say that word for word, but it's when are Liverpool going to put out the bid? Is it going to be one of those bids where Newcastle are going to stand firm with their valuation, or they're going to lowball again and know that it has to either be accepted, or Isak has to nut up and shut the fuck up and get going again?
Isak has to what? Isak has to what?
Nut up and shut the fuck up.
Yeah, nut up is crazy, but generally speaking, guys, I do think it's funny how, like, as I said, like, I'm now like tuned into some of the Newcastle fans' tweets, and I see them all now. Like, I see how they're going in, and the way they villainized Isak, yeah, which is fair, by the way. I'm not telling you guys how to feel, but you know what I'm saying. The way they villainized Isak, yeah, I think it's so funny, because Jade, you was like, are Liverpool fans being hypocrites with Trent?
Of course,
even though I think Coutinho was the better example.
Yeah.
But I feel like they're being hypocrites as well. Yeah. We're the hypocrites. Because it's same way we were angry at Trent, it's those same Newcastle fans. It wasn't just Newcastle fans, but it's those same Newcastle fans that were telling me how much Trent has done for the club.
100%, bro.
100%. How much he's done for the club.
Yeah, man. It's like, the thing is it's like hypocrisy past the parcel. And it's like everyone can touch it, but it's like, pause. But the logic around it is, I'm not really trying to say Liverpool fans per se are out of order. I'm merely saying that, like, if it's okay for all, it's okay for all. If it's not, it's not. If you had a problem with Trent, you can probably sidebar say, hey, you know what? I'm not loving how Isak is doing this, but if he thinks that this is the only way to get out of the club, cool. I'm okay with it. I'm a hypocrite. And that's absolutely fine.
Bro, this is like, sometimes accountability is very rare a lot of the time. Yeah, it's very rare. But I just don't, the same fans are villainizing Isak, but were praising Trent for having ambition. It's just, so when I told everyone this is not a Liverpool problem, it's a football fan thing.
There's nothing wrong, KJ.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, of course.
No, it's a football fan thing
though as well. It works on the flip side as well, though.
Yeah.
It's not just one.
What do you mean?
Side. Like, you, man, were all villainized.
By the way, your mic is not the same mic. It sounds like it's muffled. Yeah. That's not your typical mic.
Do you know what I'm saying? So this is the thing.
Mm-hmm.
This is the thing. So and as I said, like we keep using Trent, use Coutinho. We villainized Coutinho. Yeah, me personally,
Good now.
I was more of a Coutinho fan. So again, I wasn't on YouTube when the Coutinho thing happened, but when the Coutinho thing happened, bro, when that news dropped, I dropped to my knees on Sky Sports News. Coutinho transfer request. I was at work. I remember the day where I was, exactly when it happened, how it happened. Fell to my knees, bro.
But this is normal, man. Look what you lot did to Gerrard, or we were doing to Rooney when he was linked with Chelsea and all this stuff, bro. Everyone just wants the best for their club and will die to protect that no matter what.
Yeah.
But it's just that's what it is. It's I don't know, man.
I'm just saying that because you got to be. It is funny that the Newcastle fans were like so like pro Trent.
No, but they're going on like. But the difference is, with the Gerrard, Rooney, and other sagas, is that bro, you're not even Coutinho, right? Or even Trent. The difference is they were gonna go to a rival, a top 6, like at that point, top 4 rival. Yeah, you're fuming. Van Persie, another one of them. You're fuming. Yeah. What I don't get with Newcastle is what I don't get with Newcastle. Is
love Fab.
Yeah. What's going on?
Liverpool will again bid for Isak as always planned.
Nice. I had my own little bomber about 20 minutes ago from Eze, but not yet. We'll look. So can I ask Monster?
Wait. My last part. Sorry, yeah.
Go on.
Sorry, I have to end this, the way I need to end it, Going to a rival is different. Ashley Cole and all that. You're allowed that outrage from me, but stop beefing everyone else and acting like we're your rivals. We're not.
Who?
Newcastle fans. We're not your rivals. Stop forcing it. We're not you guys.
Liverpool.
No, Newcastle.
You Spurs, like, because they're kind of throwing rocks at our window.
They're going on like Liverpool are their rivals or acting like they're their rivals. I'm not there to tell them how to feel in it at the end of the day, in it. But it's not
man to be 36 and they're up 17.
Do you know what I mean? It's not that. You're losing your best player.
Man.
I feel like you go focus your hate on. Really and truly, they should be focusing their hate on their board. Yeah. Really? They're the one that messed this all up. Have you not seen the report?
I told you, Cass, these men are projecting. They're projecting. They're saying, fuck Isak. He can rock.
Everyone's got that friend, that at one point, they just crashed out and they're trying to fight everyone. They're trying to fight everyone, but guess what? They're not winning. And then eventually, they'll come back to the table and you forgive them and say, right, you was acting mad, what you saying?
Yeah. But the thing with Newcastle is, I probably have a slightly different approach to Newcastle than you guys, because I have a little bit of empathy for them, because I remember when I was them. Do you know what I mean? I remember when finishing in the top 4, doing some stuff, and I thought the needle had moved in regards to the perception of how people saw Tottenham and stuff like that. But that doesn't happen now. It happens in 5-10 years. And even then, people will still not necessarily look at you at the same level as the bigger clubs. So it's just, I get where the fans base are coming from, but this was a very sobering, well-needed lesson for Newcastle this summer. I think it was well needed for the Newcastle fans this summer, just so they knew you are making good progress, you're doing well, but there's levels to it, and it's going to take a little bit more time before teams see. And you're in fucking the Northeast. That's like -1 anyway. That's like -1 point anyway when people are making deductions as to where to go. So, like, they're trying. Credit to them, they're trying. The fan base, they deserve a little bit of whatever. But you're not Big Six. You know what I mean? Like, you're not Big Six.
We love a trier, though. We do love a trier. We love a trier, innit? Listen, we love a trier.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. We love a trier, bro. We used to be a trier.
Wait, Ches, you look bald in this angle, Ches. Wait, Ches, stay still. Wait, Ches, stay still. You look bald, bro. You look bald from this. Don't move. They do. Did you get it?
Yeah,
did you get it? Did you get it? Wait, Ches, the green skin like you had no hair.
Bald Ches.
Sorry, go on. Go on, Ches.
He's not amused. He's not amused.
Oh, sorry, Ches. I know. I know it's not funny, but you just look mad bald there, bro. I'm sorry. But go on.
And you can tell my takes are improving because I'm definitely match fit now for football opinions for the season. It was pre-season. It was pre-season a few weeks ago. I was watching the shows back and I was looking, and this is a nice transition to Eze if Kaz will allow it. But I was watching.
We wanted Hooks and Chez's opinion on it first, since they're part of the panel.
Boys. I'm not match fit at the moment, guys. Nearly there, though. Nearly there. Do you know what I mean? The opinions will improve.
Yeah.
Opinion on what?
Nah, this whole Isak drama, man.
What about it?
No,
I just think that like to Mont's point earlier, like it works on the flip side as well. Like Bear Man in the Liverpool fan base were villainizing Trent for wanting to show the ambition to go to Real Madrid. Now all of a sudden they want Isak to show ambition and come to Liverpool. Like it's a bit of a double standard, but I hear it. In general, like my stance is I don't care. Like I actually want Isak to go to Liverpool because I want to punch up man at their best. That's what I'm always about. I'm not about punching up man, and then they say, "Oh, but we never signed our star striker and all them things."
what you've been doing for the last 5 years.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, right.
Wait, Ches, did you hear that one? Ches, finally the excuses have stopped for Arsenal fans. Finally,
It's the right message, but it's the wrong messenger, isn't it?
Yeah, wrong
message. The wrong guy saying it.
Handicap.
If it was me saying it, it makes sense. Not
Handicapping them man there. I don't want handicaps. Like when I punch man up, I want there to be no excuses, no handicaps, none of that. That's what.
So when Man United beat you this weekend, is that what it's going to be?
Well,
oh Lord.
Well, I'm pretty sure there's someone that can just clip.
I respect.
No, because they've always got an excuse.
The man up at their best. Do you know what I mean? You're like, put
yeah, man. I don't want to. Yeah, man.
You've made peace of it.
I don't want to kick a man when he's down. I don't like doing that. I don't like it.
Oh my God. Hooks. The thing is like I'm like Ric Flair up in this pitch. Chop blocks, low blows. Man's like, I don't want to beat him out while he's that, bro. Like, I don't know who you think we are out here. Like, I
mean, at the end of the day, like, from obviously, like, there's going to be people that think that, oh, Liverpool are doing something bad, and then there's going to think, oh, Newcastle are holding the player back, rah. I'm just looking at it from Isak's point of view. Like, I just got into the Champions League, and you sign Elanga and Ramsdale. I don't want to be here no more.
Facts. It's the simplest.
I don't want to be here no more. But the only thing that I'll say, like, to Isak is, I feel like he made this push a bit too late. He made the push a bit too late. Do you know what I mean?
Now that's false.
That's false. Yeah.
Honestly said today, Isak actually said, and by the way, it actually makes sense because I don't know. Did you not watch Isak the last 2-3 games of the season? He was
arse.
He was arse. But it makes sense because now Ornstein come out and said, Hooks, that Isak asked to leave 2 weeks before the season ended, and he said, yeah, two weeks before the season ended, he said, bro, like, it's the end of the road. Yeah, them fucking walking zebra crossings. I don't want to be that normal. That's what he said to them, bro. I don't want to be
walking zebra crossing. Was that necessary?
Listen, their treatment of Isak is unnecessary.
True, I understand. I see what you've done.
You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. You understand it, I get it, and I'm with it. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't the one who orchestrated it, but I agree. You know what I'm saying?
You're just a doctor. You didn't make the needle sharp.
This is it. This is what I'm saying. He said he wanted to leave 2 weeks before the window started, so there was no fuss. And also, he also said to Newcastle that this is pretty much going to be his last season. That was also reported last year. This is going to be his last year. His last year.
I mean, there is a certain level of, for example, if let me just say, for example, let's say Salah with 2 years on his contract came in and said, "Hey, Michael Edwards, this is my last year." The fuck you mean? Is it?
What do you mean it's your last year? No, facts, bro. This is again. This is Ornstein. This is Ornstein. Like I'm not here to make anything up. Go look at it. This is Ornstein that said this in it. So therefore, so he said 2 weeks before the window. 2 weeks before the window, he said he wanted to leave. So therefore, for all the Newcastle fans telling us, well, he's done it too late in the window. He's done the club dirty, and we can't replace him. No, you've been trying to replace him. You've been trying to replace him since João Pedro. You've been trying to replace him since Mbeumo. You've been trying to replace him since Mateus. Oh yeah, thank you, Ches. That was the original.
I will be borrowing that movie.
João Pedro. Yeah, JP. That's my JP. Yeah, João Pedro. Bro, this is since João Pedro. You know what I'm saying? Nice. Since Liam Delap. This is Dave. So for me, it all makes sense because Newcastle have been trying to get someone in, before Callum Wilson and all of that. So he obviously told them, and they knew that. The club knew. So again, don't be angry at us. Be angry at the board. Be angry.
No. Be angry at Eddie Howe, because it's Eddie Howe that had the passer with Paul Mitchell, and then Paul Mitchell he S'd out. So now they don't have a sporting director.
True. There's that too. There's that also what will be. And also, bro, and you got to remember, and also, bro, and Hooks, there is just the pool thing as well, innit? Like, there is that aspect to it as well. You're not getting no one. You're not getting many players over Chelsea, Arsenal. Let's be honest, bro.
It's infinitely easier to like
when you have a sporting director. Yeah,
you have a sporting like, and one of Paul Mitchell's level as well. Like he definitely would have.
That's not necessarily Eddie Howe's fault. That's more the club's fault, really. They needed to be getting things like they should be able to assess the relationship between what's it called? You could say manager and Paul Mitchell. Getting someone else in, you should already have a short list. You should already be going in to go and get the next best thing, right? The best in class, whatever they feel is correct.
Because think about it, we got rid of Vivell, and no one even noticed. Got rid of Vivell and we've got someone else in.
But I think Vivell came on for you on a short-term contract, right?
Regardless, though, he left and we replaced him.
But you have a shortlist of people.
Schmack for us.
Schmadka.
No excuse, man. No blame.
He actually done all right with McAllister.
Man. Yeah, he done his thing. I can't lie. That might be legendary. I can't lie. But
do you believe that Isak, if he doesn't go, he will actually like?
No, he'll get going.
Yeah, give it game week 3-4, he'll be back. You know how it works.
He'll be arse until like game week 5-6, but then he'll turn it back on again.
Yeah, his agent will probably tell him, you need to buck up your ideas, mate. You got Sweden qualifiers, all of that. You know, you need to be
is Sweden going to the World Cup?
Yeah.
So obviously he needs to be like. The thing is like when Kane in the Man City situation. Like it plays out quite similarly. Like, do you know what I mean? If he doesn't go, he'll get reintegrated. He definitely won't play for Newcastle for the first couple of weeks because he won't be match fit because he's skipped the whole of preseason. That's actually the thing that Liverpool.
And he's had a touch injury as well.
Liverpool needs to be aware of that too. Is that obviously they're probably not going to play this guy for the first 3-4 weeks of the season essentially because he's not had any preseason. Do you see what I mean?
Yeah. So the Villa game, he's definitely going to be part of that.
I'm very interested to see how it all blends together. I made this point before, Liverpool fans, and I want us to be able to have an intelligent back and forth discussion. So before you set the Rottweilers on me, let me land the plane.
I know you're going with this.
I'm saying Liverpool have lost Nunes, Jota, Diaz. RIP, Jota.
RIP.
The point about it is stylistically, we can make arguments that the players coming in are going to be better. But all of these players off the ball work I really appreciated it. They were all hustlers. Do you know what I mean? All of these players were hustlers in the truest sense of the word. And that's not an easy skill to buy, as well as technical ability on the back of it. I'm not saying Verts isn't a hustler, but I'm saying that the changes to the midfield, Sobo maybe not starting, things like that. I'm really interested to see how it hangs together. Ekitike is not, in my opinion, a better left winger than Diaz. He's not a better left winger than Gakpo.
Is he a better striker than Darwin Núñez?
Is he a better striker than Jota?
Is he a better striker than last season's Jota? Probably. No, last season's Jota probably. Jota in general? No. But like
not
last
yet,
season's
anyway.
Jota,
not yet.
So you can say it's an improvement on last season's Jota, but is it an improvement on Jota period? Anyway, how it all hangs together, I'm really interested to see. You know, I think Liverpool probably still have enough to edge the league, but I'm not as confident, especially with the centre-back thing as well. I still feel like
you haven't seen, have you?
I'm just looking at it from the point of view of saying Liverpool are building this squad, and having done all the business they've done, I'm really surprised they've still got gaps in the squad.
But they're looking at that. They got that young crack gem from the Serie A in it. They're looking at, I can't remember his name exactly. And also they're still and they're still looking at Gay. They said they're still working on both deals at the same time.
No, absolutely. But
I think you have part of a point. It depends what way you look at it. I mean, obviously, I still wanted to discuss the Newcastle woes in it, but that's fine. We can talk about this as well.
I don't mind that.
This is what I'm saying. Núñez, for me, Ekitike is an upgrade on Núñez. Yes or no?
I mean, you know what?
Come on, guys.
Listen, yes, I have to say yes. Like, because
So that's it. And I'm going to the next one. I know there's context, but I know there's context.
Let's just say
but the question, the question isn't easily better. Is how much better?
Let me.
That's the question.
Bro, he's better than he's
No,
comfortably
but it's
better.
how much better? Is he better enough to be a competitive squad player or like a starter? What is he?
Both. Now
that's the real question. Not really. Is he better?
Both of them. You know, you should know all about having loads of players in the same positions. Both of them. So now the next one you go in is Isak. Is Isak an upgrade on whoever we had that was also playing striker, who unfortunately, as I said, has passed away?
Yeah. So you got better strikers than you had last. You got better strikers.
So we have two. So my point is, you have
worse wingers.
No, I'm not saying. As I said, I'm saying if the Isak thing is to happen, right? So there's Isak. So I'm talking about what Liverpool are aiming to do. Is Wirtz an upgrade in the 10 to Szoboszlai? Yes or no?
Yes on the ball, no off the ball.
Wirtz wins off the.
Wirtz wins because he's a better player. But I'm saying,
would you sacrifice certain things off the ball for Wirtz's technical ability on the ball?
It depends who's behind it.
Yeah, I think so. But my thing is
so therefore Szoboszlai.
I'm saying one thing on this.
I'm saying, but Szoboszlai doesn't necessarily come out of the team. He just plays in the 8.
I'll say one thing on your point. So far,
so what it does is,
I know you're going to talk about the rest of the squad, yeah, but it's all about.
I'm talking about the rest of the squad. I'm just talking about these positions.
But I'm just saying these positions is all good thing isolation, but it's all about balance. Doesn't mean anything. It doesn't work together.
And as I was about to say, in terms of balance, Szoboszlai won't be playing 0 games or like he ain't gonna get them here and get damn minutes.
Okay, but
he's gonna be playing in rotation.
I don't know about the balance ones. I'm being delicate.
Hold on, let me land. He's going to be playing in rotation with McAllister and Gravenberch, who both struggled in the latter ends of the season because there wasn't enough rotation. So the balance will be there because Szoboszlai will also still be playing games. He will still be playing.
But obviously,
that's that balance.
But listening to what Ches is saying, I think Ches is going to say similar to me, is that last season you had a title-winning midfield with the balance that you had, right? So Wirtz is going to come in, and he is better than Szoboszlai, no doubt. However, in terms of Szoboszlai, Gravenberch, McAllister working so well as a 3, the trade-off when you take Szoboszlai out, and he wouldn't be in the starting 3, in my opinion, based off those 3. Maybe game by game, you'll make different choices. But atypically, then off the ball, a Wirtz, McAllister, Gravenberch midfield does not work as well as a Sobo version of that midfield. Based on what
you don't know that. You don't know that.
I'm going to say, because Szoboszlai is such a good presser, not saying Wirtz isn't a good presser, but Szoboszlai is so good off the ball. Yeah. It's like, even if you're good off the ball, there's a drop.
So is McAllister. McAllister's amazing off the ball.
But here's my
McAllister's good off the ball. As I said, and Jay, Szoboszlai will still play games.
McAllister's not fit.
Still play.
Yeah, fair enough.
So to me, Szoboszlai will still have the running power in our midfield.
Let me make it clear to you. I'm not saying it won't work. I'm just questioning how much it will work. Because I don't know. I look at your team, and on paper, you've improved in certain areas, like striking area. That wasn't your issue last season, I would say. Striking, Salah kind of done his thing. We don't want to rely on him.
His striking area was an issue last season.
In terms of he was scoring the goals, but you don't want to rely on that another season where he scored all your goals. Like 70% of your GA was on him, innit? Now you could spread it out throughout the whole team. But now Wirtz is into the team. He's more of an attacking player. I'm not saying he can't defend and do the attributes, but like Jay's saying, he's not as prolific in those areas. So you're naturally going to drop off a little bit. My main question is,
won't naturally drop off.
Gravenberch has dropped off from January to end of the season. That's not like it didn't happen. It did happen.
Didn't I tell you the reason Gravenberch and McAllister's drop off?
And there's a problem on your squad depth in midfield isn't good. If Gravenberch goes down, who's a replacement for Gravenberch?
Bro, we have bare centre mids. I'm saying we don't have a lot of holding.
If Gravenberch goes down, who's a replacement?
Szoboszlai.
What position?
This is what I say. Have you watching anything in preseason? Have you watched anything in preseason?
I've asked you a question. I didn't make a statement.
Look, Ches, I literally said that Szoboszlai is going to be rotating with Gravenberch and McAllister. Well, you're not listening when I said that.
I don't know about that.
You don't know about that.
No, I'm saying the quality of it. I'm not saying it won't happen. I'm saying I don't know how good that will be. That's what me and Jay are saying. We're asking questions.
Because
and this is
You're making it sound like you're hunky-dory,
my point
happy.
on this, by the way.
Larry, it's all going to be good.
Yeah.
Me
Can
and
we
Jay
just
are
say?
going,
Soboslai has been playing the pivot all pre-season. He's been playing the pivot. He's been moved to a pivot player.
I'm not being funny, but
Soboslai actually played the pivot role last year's pre-season as well.
Yeah.
But Kaz, there's an assumption that
before he went
they're
into
going to play the.
No,
There's
what
an
I'm
assumption it's
the
all
one
going to
I'm
work
saying
the
is,
same way as last season. Football never works that
you
way.
keep asking us questions and then you cut him out.
See, like, but my thing is like people go
You get it.
having a bit too much of a go at Ches here. Like, for me, it's a very simple thing here. Yeah,
Evil Chesel.
I'm not saying Liverpool aren't going to be great this season. We're probing any of these questions are probing. Okay, why might this not work perfectly? Same thing when I'm talking about Gyökeres. Same thing if you ask me about Tottenham.
Yeah,
we're just trying to, you know what I mean? We're having a discussion, guys.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying you men are crazy. I'm saying
the comment section needs to understand that we're just talking. And I'm just turning around and saying,
Yes, it's joke, man.
Listen, I'm just turning around and saying, right? Liverpool.
I didn't even make a statement.
Man said
listen,
evil Chesel, man.
Did Slot not even mention, say, hey, we're conceding too many goals?
Yeah, but we haven't spoken about the defense yet.
I know, but the thing is,
we're speaking about pressing. We're speaking about pressing. You're talking about midfield and pressing from the front, and now you're telling me about Slot talking about conceding too many goals.
But we're having a debate, but the chat believes your midfield is fine. They believe what we're saying is a bit mad. Yeah. So your midfield should be fine next season, according to the chat.
I believe
look at the chat. Oh, it's fine. Ches making problems. What are Chelsea going to do? Now we're deflecting.
No, forget about Chelsea. Forget about Tottenham. I'm not talking about any of you. I'm not deflecting to anyone's teams. What I'm saying is
not you, the chat. I'm saying the chat.
That's fine. I'm saying there is. All I'm saying is everything you guys have asked me. Everything you guys have asked me, I've had an answer for. So as I said, when I literally the first thing I said before you guys said anything was that Szoboszlai doesn't leave the team completely just because Wirtz is signed. He will be playing in the pivot with McAllister or with Gravenberch or whatever those three will be. Those three will rotate, and Curtis Jones will be in there as a fourth choice midfielder as well, who isn't the worst in the world. People, let's not act like Jones is a scrub because he's not.
That's what I'm trying to say.
You know what I'm saying? So there's options there. Maybe not enough of them are defense first minded, which is something that I do understand.
There you go.
Which is for me why I would have liked to have some sort of six, regardless, because Endo looks to be maybe a fifth centre back option rather than a centre mid midfield, because he's played centre back more than he's played midfield probably in the last 7 months.
Harry was saying months was more about ball, and I was like, not at all. And sorry, but the point remains right here that to me, I'm talking about some of your parts, right? And I'm saying to you that on the ball, Liverpool will have no issues. You've got quality players who are going to play well together, etc. But I'm saying to you, if you have a midfield of Wirtz, McAllister, Gravenberch, and then you also have, say, Frimpong and Lucas at fullback, that is too attacking. Yeah, I don't care what anyone says. Yeah, there's not enough defensive nous and elements of wanting to defend first and foremost out of that team, in my opinion.
So here's my answer to that. What was Liverpool's defensive style for most of the season last year? Flat 4-4-2 Arteta style, right? Very hard to break down, which made us stronger in transition, right? How many games did we win where we didn't play well in the first half, caught them in transition in the second half? We won a lot of games like that. On top of being able to dominate games, we won a lot of games by having that flat 4-4-2. Similar to how Arteta does. I think Arteta does it the best, but it was in that similar way. It wasn't the rock and roll style that we're so used to under Jurgen.
Yeah.
So for me, as much as Frimpong, Kerkez feeling too attacking maybe for some people, including Liverpool fans, some of the Liverpool fans have said that as well, not just rival fans, then for me, what I'd say is that with the way that we set up defensively is going to help those that are not as defensive minded. For
100%.
example, because regardless of let me finish. Because regardless of Robertson was arse most of the season, legs are gone. Good servant, great player, but his time he's on the other side of the mountain now. Let's be honest, innit? Yeah. And Robertson was a weak point for Liverpool, regardless of whether he was playing defensively or offensively. So Kerkez is an upgrade either way. Defensively, he's better than Robertson at most things now, just because Robertson is on the wrong side of things. Yeah. Trent was already considered a shit defender, even though I think he was an average defender and looked better in a better defensive structure. But if Trent was so bad at defending, then why is Frimpong coming in all of a sudden making us defensively worse?
Yeah, no,
Because he has the recovery pace to actually help.
I understand. I look at it more, those are fair rebuttals. And I can't say that you're wrong. So I'm not going to say you're wrong because I have no data to prove that you're wrong or say that you're wrong. It's a good theory. My alternative is when you compare Frimpong, if there's a tweak in the style of play, then essentially comparing Frimpong with Trent is essentially wrong because the stylistic way you're going to go about what you're doing this season is going to be subtly different from last season. So a 1-for-1 doesn't really make sense in comparison.
Trent's defending lies also in build-up. So when the ball gets zipped into Trent and he pops into midfield, for me, or if he wins the ball back and plays the ball straight away, the right pass, which he often does, probably the best in the world at.
Of course,
that is a form of defending for me because it's like you're not giving the ball away, and now it's the ability to
the ability to retain the ball in deeper positions and not progress it, like defending with the ball. Like,
by the way, Frimpong's not bad at that. By the way, from what I've seen, he's actually okay at it.
No,
he's not bad.
Frimpong is not a bad defender per se, but in terms of what your formation might require your defenders to do, and understanding who goes, who sits, who goes, who sits. Like understanding to not be exposed at the same time, like Kirkes against Palace, 1 game sample size, but that ball over his wing, it was open a few times. Is that a pressing? It was. Is that a pressing thing in midfield? Is that?
I think the line is definitely
chemistry thing.
I think the line has definitely stepped up this preseason. Yeah. Like our preseason line has definitely been a lot higher than our Premier League line was last year. Yeah. But I don't think the line will be as high. Because there are times
you probably need to drop that 5 yards.
Yeah, and I think we did drop it slightly at times against Crystal Palace, and I think we defended fine, as I said. But of course, we got caught out by the 2 Van Dijk mistakes. But usually those don't happen. Do you know what I'm saying? Usually those mistakes don't happen. So I'm confident enough to feel like when the season starts, like if I see these problems, if I saw these defensive problems game week 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, then I think these points are very, very valid. And it's not impossible that these points aren't valid now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You can only go by what you can.
I think the truth will lie somewhere between the points we're making.
Yeah, it will be somewhere between. Some games it will look really good. Sometimes some games it will look really good. There'll be other games where are we going to score enough goals to cover up what we might think we're going to see.
Yeah, because, and the thing is, if you're 1-1 going into the last half an hour of games, and then you've got players like Ekatike to bring off the bench, you've got quality players and things like that. Balance wise, like the winger thing, you know what? I'm just like, for me,
even Sober's like to come off the bench if he wasn't to start. That's still a good option to come off the bench.
Yeah, for me personally, I think obviously Slot's a good manager, so he's going to find solutions to all of these things. My issue is, does these things manifest themselves as a big enough problems to cause Liverpool points or drop?
Because ultimately
before they get fixed.
Yeah, because ultimately, when you won the league, you're striving for you're striving for perfection.
I hear it.
When you won the league, ultimately, not perfection, but do you know what I mean? When you're looking to return,
listen, I see Liverpool this season.
We got other stuff to talk about.
Sorry, guys. Sorry. Just having a nice conversation.
Yeah, I hear it, but you're boring the life out of me, man.
All right.
Let's stay with me, guys. Newcastle's got no pool.
Commiserate about Eze to start off with. Yeah, I'll go get a coffee. You cry about Eze for a second.
Yeah, Andy says the result at the end of the day we always win. Did you not write this yesterday as well? Eze or Savio, Montevoy's, both of them. It's crazy.
Both of them.
If you rate Indy, you have to believe the Vinny news. Not necessarily, maybe. Big up the panel from Australia. Tom C says, I always listen to you guys while I'm at work. Spurs are moving serious. Please let us get these deals over the line. If you can land them. Cassie said your source told you, my source was Guna Lee. Might have to start calling you Cascala. Yeah, go on then. I'm not lying, TK. Lee gets things right. And also, there's another one. Right, Mons? There's another one. There's another one who don't get stuff wrong. So, can't say his name though. Well, I was telling the private chat, to be fair. Without Grav, we look bad. Gay can cover as DM. Maybe. But wait, Gay can cover as DM. What world are we living in? Eze. Hooks.
I mean, to me, it's simple. Like he's still going Arsenal. So I don't really like. I don't know if Jay or probably Ches wants someone that's going to be better emotional and combat and all that. You might have to save it for another panel because I have zero fear of Spurs. Like it's so simple to me. If Arsenal and Spurs both put in the same bid and they both get accepted, Eze goes to Arsenal. It's as simple as that.
But as it stands,
all we're waiting on, and it's come out a few times after I said it on my stream. Arsenal are focusing on getting people out the door. They know that they can trigger the Palace whenever they want. They know they can do that, so they're getting people out the door, and then you will see. Breaking news. Eze, here we go to Arsenal. Is that simple? So
yeah, but I don't think it is that simple. Yeah, I know you want to say something, Jay. Yeah, but it's the fact that
And
Eze
like,
said
cope.
No, not that. I
I
don't deny that. I don't deny what Hooks is saying. If Arsenal were to put the bid in and all that, he would go to them over Tottenham, in my opinion. But the difference is Tottenham are working with speed, right? Working on simultaneous deals, and Eze's already said, I want Spurs. Like he's not saying I don't want him. That's the biggest difference. So if he ain't said I'm gonna wait for Arsenal. 2 weeks ago, Eze said he'd wait on Arsenal.
That's it, Chess. That's it. He just
Yeah,
wants
but
to see your ball.
No
He's
offense,
20
I don't
man.
think it's still North London. It's still North
We
London.
gotta
It's
stop
still
treating
the same
Eze.
guy.
Eze's actually. We gotta stop treating Eze like he's Lingard, bro. You know what I'm saying? We gotta stop treating Eze. He's 27. He's a grown ass man. He wants UCL football now.
Listen,
he ain't 21.
Let me just say a couple of things on what Hooks said, because Hooks, listen, end of the day, yeah, Eze's been on Spurs' radar for the last 2 years. Yeah, you guys have only just turned up this summer. So acting like we haven't done groundwork on the player or the player wouldn't join us he definitely would. Secondly, the thing that everyone underestimates is, listen, Eze can come to Tottenham, and first of all, he's a one-to-one replacement for Son from a personality point of view. I know it's not really a big thing, but it's like going from Son to a good Christian boy. Love that for my football club. Do you know what I mean? And you look at Eze, come to Tottenham, be the number 10. Yeah? Be the new face of the franchise here. Yeah? Don't do rotation minutes with Ethan and Odegaard. Come to our club and be the guy. Come be the man. Yeah? So if we're coming to him and saying, hey, come do this, you can talk about, you guys, you're not winning trophies. If you say to Eze, like, I'm saying, no, hold on, Hooks. The thing is like, you're telling these players, come.
No, but you can't use the rotation point.
What do you mean? Of course I can use the rotation point.
He will rotate with Kulu. It's no different to Arsenal. He would rotate with Odegaard. Like there's no.
Listen, Kulu's got a broken kneecap. So Kulu's currently got a broken kneecap. Yeah, Madison's got an ACL. Okay, so he's going to come back.
You want to ignore the point? That's fine. Move on.
What point am I ignoring?
Bro, listen, smash the likes, people. You need to smash the likes. There's not many likes, but there's like 1,700, 1,800 people in here, so make sure you do that.
I'm saying to you now.
You don't mind.
I'm saying Eze goes into the Spurs team and starts. Yeah, he's a starter day dot.
He starts for Arsenal.
Cannot say not definitively.
Left wing starts immediately.
Madueke, Martinelli.
Starts over Martinelli.
Okay, so why did you buy Madueke then?
Because Madueke can cover right wing as well.
Yeah, but then Ethan can cover right wing. Why?
Yeah,
Eze can cover number 10 on left wing, and Ethan can cover number 10 on right wing. Why would you buy Madueke if he's not going to start on left wing? I don't understand your logic here.
What do you mean? Ethan's pathway is the 10.
Right. Okay. So why buy Eze, whose best position is the 10?
Because
he sounds just for a guy who's confident.
Obviously, Arsenal want to play him left wing.
Right. Okay. So Arsenal want to play him left wing. Why is he going to go to a club? Why is he going to go to a club where they're going to play him out of his best position rather than go be the man at Tottenham who got Champions League football and they're going to play him in his right position?
Yeah, 10 is best position to be fair.
Okay. So, by the way, Arsenal clearly want him as an option for the 10 and the left wing. It's just that simple.
So you want him as an option and we want him as the guy.
It's that simple. Like we're getting rid of Trossard and they're like, who can, because Trossard can also play the left and in the 10 as well. So it's like, I don't know.
That 10 Trossard.
But he can do it. So it's like,
who
do we bring in? Who do we bring in? It's like vice versa of Eze. He's the 10, but he can play left wing. Like it's like who do we? Oh, I don't know. Maybe we bring in Eze. I don't, like,
It's Arsenal waiting for Trossard to officially leave.
All this stuff about Madueke and Wanyeri and all of that. None of that matters because both of them have. It's already been clarified. They have
both of them. That's what I was thinking.
With the Eze deal, it's already been like if you believe all these stories that you see on the internet, it's already been confirmed. Nothing to do with
what Arsenal waiting for.
So mentioning Madueke and mentioning Wanyeri, to me, it makes no sense. But I hear it.
It doesn't make sense to me.
Hooks, are you man waiting for Trossard to officially leave? Is that why?
No, we're trying to get rid of Trossard, Zinchenko.
Yeah, well, by that time,
Savio.
sign him. That's the point.
Yeah, but the thing is,
so why are you going to wait for you? Will you
have to negotiate? But the thing is, Spurs still have to negotiate because it's also come out that Spurs don't want to hit his release clause that it expires Friday. So like it's not like Arsenal are in any real rush. Like Daniel Levy, like they're still negotiating for Savio. Like Arsenal don't have any real rush. Yeah, you man keep on doing your conversations, pretend like you're gonna hit what Crystal Palace need you to hit. Yeah, you do that. That's fine. We'll be getting rid of our players. That's calm. And then you'll be focusing all your time on Eze. And then Arsenal, but Berta will just go, oh, Paris, you see what we were talking about?
It says here, last line of what Fabrizio said an hour ago, but Spurs are seriously working on it.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. And also, the thing about Fabrizio and Spurs, the one thing that people need to understand is when Fabrizio gets a Spurs story, it goes fast. Yeah, it goes fast. It goes from, oh, Spurs are interested to like 3-4 days later, like, here we go. So what I'm saying to you,
3-4 days later, that's not fast, you know.
Bro, you spent 6 months on Gyökeres.
3-4 days is not fast, no. That's not fast. Hey, no, but in the context of what I just said, 3-4 days is not fast. In those 3-4 days, Zinchenko could be gone, Trossard could be gone.
You spent all summer trying to sell Zinchenko. You spent all summer trying to doing whatever you're doing with Trossard. At the end of the day, bro, listen, you've got to understand your negotiating position here. Now.
I feel like
you had your window for Eze.
We've been offered
How do you think the player feels knowing that you guys prioritize Madueke over his signing? Madison's gone down. Madison's gone down. But Hawks, what I'm trying to explain to you is what the difference in situation is.
How does Eze feel that you're only going after him now seriously because Madison got injured?
Bro, we haven't bought a 10.
We can both do that.
Back up. Bring Lee in the chat.
Bro, we haven't bought a 10 yet.
We can both do that.
Bro, we've only bought Kudos.
Was it rebranded Lee? Was it Gooney?
Nah. Like, look at what I'm trying to say here. Spurs, there's no one Spurs, as far as Eze is concerned, Spurs haven't bought anybody else apart from Kudos. They're trying to bring in Savio and him right now, separate positions potentially. So if I'm Eze, and they're telling me you're going to be the main man at Tottenham Hotspur, face of the brand, Champions League football. But we don't. This deal gets done today. This deal gets done in the next 48 hours, or we're moving on to other options. We ain't waiting around. Are you down? He says yes. The fuck are you guys doing? You can't change anything in 48 hours. So if we want to close this deal now, we'll close this deal now. You can't stop it. Because you can't turn around what you need to turn around right now.
But you're creating a hypothetical that you don't even know that's what they've communicated to Eze. You don't know they've told him he's face of the brand. You're creating a hypothetical that fits your narrative. Or do you know what? Yeah, that's like me saying, "Oh man, what if I tell Eze, if you don't delay signing for Tottenham, then bombs are going to fall from the sky onto your house."
But why is he going to delay if you're not guaranteed signing?
This is what you're doing.
You're asking him to have
faith in Marvel Avengers,
for
bro.
no reason.
Get me? You're creating stories.
I'm not. Hold on. No, listen. Hold on. Hold on. No. Hold on. Look at it like this. Spurs just lost Son. Okay, so Spurs clearly have a space for a big marketable star, at Tottenham right? We do. Madison's got an ACL.
I hear it.
What do you mean? Like you hear it? Like at the end of the day, let me explain something to you really quickly, Hooks. And hold on, this is a point that I really want Hooks to hear. You think because you challenge for the league, players are just gonna absolutely say 100%.
Go on, Jay. Go on, Jay. Get him.
You're not winning. You're challenging. So if another club gives good opportunities to players, you're not Liverpool. You're not City. Yeah, like there's no guarantee.
You're not Chelsea. You're not Chelsea. Say it, Jay.
Because you're not guaranteed.
I'm not Liverpool, but Zubimendi rejected Liverpool for Arsenal. I'm not City, but Declan Rice rejected Man City for Arsenal.
Yeah.
Like,
you're gonna have that collateral.
You are the only one.
Isak is their dream target.
Wait, hold on.
Chez, you know that, innit?
You're not
You're
not Man United, but Sesko and Mbeumo rejected
no one is saying Arsenal aren't a very attractive club.
Arsenal's him.
You're not him. What I'm trying to say is you ain't the definitive destination place that you think you are. Because you're not guaranteed.
He was like, yeah, we're not this guy. He's not bringing nothing to the table.
I don't know if he was here.
He's not really saying anything. He's like, we're not. He's like, why should he go Arsenal? Tell us. Like, why?
I don't know if he was here at the beginning.
Why?
I don't know if he was here at the beginning, Jay. Yeah, but I said this at the beginning. Yeah. Why should Eze
pick Arsenal?
Relax.
Oh man, 20 years. Come on.
I know you're right. And the thing is, I don't
know why you rattled yourself
up. Relax. I said at the beginning, I'm not worried. If you want someone to entertain your foolishness and be worried and have a combat online, you're going to have to find someone else. Because I think Eze going Arsenal and nothing has changed.
Why would Eze pick Arsenal over Tottenham?
Okay, why would he choose Arsenal over Tottenham? He will get paid more. He'll get paid more money at Arsenal. Yeah.
No, he won't. Says who?
Tell me one of your stars that you pay more than one of my stars.
What do you mean? Son was on 200k a week. You think
okay, cool.
100k? You can pay Eze more than
Jesus.
Bro, so how much are you paying Eze?
10k more than
Tottenham. Doesn't mean you will. How much are you paying Eze a week?
What are we doing, man?
How much do you want to pay Eze a week?
Nah, man, I don't want to entertain this foolish conversation in it. So
what do you mean, bro? No, you're not making any sense, bro.
Yeah, I'm not making sense.
Yeah, you're not making any points here. You know this. I respect the fact that you're bowing out at this point before you embarrass yourself further.
I don't need to bow out because I think the Eze is going on. I think the Eze is going on.
Man needed backup, you know.
I don't know. I don't need backup. I think the Arsenal.
You got a super sub, G.
I don't. Hey, you know what? Jay, you can have your conversation with me. I think
can I do?
You know, you can't. You know, in this battle of wits, you're severely on.
Yeah, that's fine, man.
Go down this path with me.
Yeah,
that's okay. I know it. So you're gonna.
You're the greatest, man. Yeah, man. You won the Europa League, so you can beat me to any player. Yeah, man. I agree. You're the best.
I didn't say that, bro. Don't gaslight me, bro.
Why would anyone ever choose Arsenal over Tottenham?
Specifically, why Arsenal over Tottenham? Why Arsenal? And now you're gaslighting. You can't come up with reasons that don't involve challenging for the league.
Can I do this?
Give me reasons that don't involve challenging for the league. Monetary reasons. Challenging for the league. At no point do you say winning. At no point do you say winning trophies.
Not the J show.
That's what I'm trying to say, bro. At no point do you say he's gonna come here and win trophies.
I want to hear what Leah says.
Yeah. Let me do this.
I can't wait to hear what Leah says.
It says Arsenal crave issues of Scoot. Our opinion on Eze. He's a great player, but far too inconsistent. Elikanus, and I'm happy on or hijack Savio. We're actually fine in midfield. Marino exists, LOL. And then it says, our crave issues weren't a player issue per se. It was a tempo. Zubi fixes that. And Erdegaard playing too deep. How was Erdegaard rubbish in one season? Quick one as well. Again, look, 51.8% of people aren't subscribed. I watch Never a Foul, especially the live shows. So please subscribe if you're brand new. Everyone else has got channels as well. You can find that. Liking the video. Bread and butter. I'm pretty sure all the live chat's done. So yeah, I'm gonna imagine the live chat typically does. But people that watch on their TVs, yeah, you know where your remote is, man. It's either down the side of your bed, probably down your sofa. You never know. And then even with all the signing, Spurs are looking at who they will replace in the top 4 next year's Champions League is now only league based for Spurs. What?
Yeah, that one confused me.
Did I say that incorrectly?
Even with all the signings, Spurs are looking at who will they replace in the... Okay, next year's Champions League is now only league... Oh, Champions League is only league-based now.
We'll put it up again, Kaz. What did you say?
You can
brother.
only get Champions League through league now. I don't understand.
My head was.
Oh,
Yeah.
because I get it, because they're not in the Europa League, so they can only get so if they get knocked out of the Champions League, they can only get back into the Champions League via
through league positions. He's saying who
who
they're going to
are they
replace.
replacing in the top four
Yeah,
to get
top
Champions
five,
League
probably top five.
or top
We
five.
saying Lee.
Bro, I just want to say the only thing that Jay, you're wrong about is Eze was basically going Arsenal last season. It's Arsenal that fumbled the bag. That's the only thing you're really wrong with. From what I know, Spurs are on it. They are on it, and very correcting to say that when Spurs do move for a player, they do kind of go in the next week, which is very true. But I think, look, I'm not going to break any information that we don't know. Like, I know 100% categorically that he does want to go to Arsenal, but Arsenal do what Arsenal do. And I said this to Monts. I said this last week to Monts. And if Arsenal don't come through and do what they need to do, he wants to go. He doesn't want to stay at Crystal Palace. So
he's 27, right? He wants you to go football.
No, 100.
yeah, there's a viable option there. And look, for me personally, I was told a few weeks ago that it was going to settle down with Eze anyway because of Nwaneri staying and sort of being a number 10. So, and then it kind of picked up again. So I think Arsenal are just in a limbo right now of what to do. And look, it might hurt Arsenal fans, but Jay's right. Jay is right. Like that what they're kind of offering right now does look to be a better total package in terms of what he can be for a club. And he can be the star man to kind of take over. Now, that doesn't mean that Arsenal aren't favourites. We are honest. I can say that a bid was submitted for Arsenal. A bid was also submitted for Fabio Vieira, but it was turned down because they tried to lowball Arsenal as well in it. So I can say that for sure. But I think
I just saw on the thing, obviously, like I know it's like Spurs were in for him, don't know if we like obviously I don't know specifically. I'm not trying to say definitively that I can see inside Eze's head. I just find the narrative of like you just said, if the player wants to leave this summer and Spurs give correct framework, because that's what I would do if I was doing this deal right now for Eze. I would say, listen, we need a decision in the next 48 hours and we're not going to wait around because our number 10 has an ACL. So we need to move on to other options if you're going to be messing about. So to me, it's very logical that this deal would get done quickly. And unless Arsenal can sell Fabio Vieira and Trossard in the next 24 hours, I don't see how Arsenal could come and gate crash this. And also, I also think like once you get to a point with the player that he's happy to come, he's spoken to the manager about tactically how he's going to set up, all of this sort of good stuff. Like the logic of then him having his head swayed again by Arsenal, who have had the opportunity and window to bid for him and have chosen not to, I don't see why he would take that.
The word I got told is though, and again, just to kind of back up Hooks' point, is there is a lot of posturing from clubs because it only benefits one person, and that's Crystal Palace. Ultimately, if two clubs are trying to go in for him, get more money. So I think you kind of, I think as Spurs fans, be excited, be happy, but I would temper it just a little bit, as I said, in terms of what actually is true and what is kind of just put out there. But ultimately, all I'm saying is for 110%, Spurs are serious. Spurs are very serious on this situation, and I can see a world where it happens, where he does go. Now, look, you can have your moment to say that, yeah, you've got one over Arsenal. It's not exactly like that, but listen, I hope Arsenal crash and burn. So take him.
I'm not even saying that we got one. I'm not even saying we got one over Arsenal. I'm pushing back on the narrative of, oh, you're only getting him because we don't want him.
Back.
Oh, if we can't, like, do you know what I mean? Not like that. But the point was, I just look at this very much like Spurs as well. We tried to do Gibbs White. People need to give Spurs a little bit of credit in terms of like the Savio, the Gibbs White type approaches, where Spurs are kind of uncovering players that people didn't know were on the market. Do you know what I mean? As in, like, they're slyly going for players, and it's like, oh, this guy's on the market. That's clever. That's interesting. So I'm looking forward to it. Obviously, after Gibbs White, like, I can't get too excited about deals, but anything where Hooks is mediumly unhappy, you know, I have to co-sign. You know, so
listen, man, it's interesting though, because look, ultimately, you've got a player who I do think he's it's weird. I think he's overrated, but I think he's underrated. I think people go too far one way or too far the other way. I think he's a fantastic player. And I think if he had a Portuguese name, a Brazilian name, I think he would be absolutely touted as the next big thing. But I think that people act like he's on the levels of Lamar. I honestly, sometimes I believe people do. But listen, man, ultimately, the guy is a great player. And whoever gets him, they're going to be cooking, man. They're going to be cooking.
Is he better than Odegaard?
Nah, he's not better than him.
Thank you. Because a lot of people
Not for me.
are just too quick to say that, innit? Too quick to say that, bro.
Not for me.
Do you know what's funny though? The only thing, as I said, I believe Eze is inconsistent. He's too inconsistent to get the ratings he does, but he's still a very good player and a top talent. But people chat like obviously, oh yeah, Mont, stop with your Odegaard prop. It needs to stop. Like, bro, Eze is older than Odegaard.
Yeah, he is.
He is, yeah.
Like,
But let's keep it above. Eze is
but Odegaard gets treated like he's 30 in his prime, 29 banging his prime, and Eze is 21 Lingard thing. Like,
yeah, no.
Bro, it's bare weird to me, bro. Like, mad weird to me.
No, man, look, Eze is a great player. Listen, if he goes to Spurs, I think he'll do some great things there.
Especially to get Savio. So they get Savio and they've already got Kudus.
Oh man, listen, if we get Savio, Eze, Kudos, okay.
Season,
I think
sure.
Savio.
That's decent.
Savio, Eze, Kudos. Imagine.
Bro,
You still
Better attack than Arsenal.
Well, I don't know why.
No,
we
Savio gets 2
discount-
goals.
I'm sorry, but why are we going to discount Solanke like he's a shit footballer?
No, I'm talking about the
Like,
behind
guys,
the
stop
cycle.
saving Spurs. Stop saving Spurs, man.
I will say that attack doesn't. I mean, look, it doesn't really put me in a position where I'll be worried about
The
Spurs.
Glazer's got to start sometime once.
It
You've got to time it.
I've already planted the seed from early. Listen, they told me to stop
Are
blazing
you saying
Spurs.
that because of Savio, innit? Are you saying that because of Savio?
Listen, they
Yeah,
told me to
listen,
stop.
I think I'll be genuinely honest. I think the biggest I saw that nobody wants to really talk about, Solanke is absolute dross. I'm sorry, but it is what it is.
Nah, he's not.
He's not dross, man.
And everybody knows that's not even it really isn't in a place of hate. It isn't me coming from a place of hate. I don't actually feel like I need to hate on Spurs. Fair play, they done what they done. But I think Solanke is so overrated. It actually stinks. Like he gives me what Martinelli gives me, and like it's that bad. It's that bad for real. So yeah, man. Like I think that's the problem that Spurs have overall. I think if they were to get in, not Madueke, I was about to say, what's the guy from Crystal Palace?
Garnacho.
Mateta, sorry, I don't know why I was about to say Madueke. If I was going to get Mateta, sorry, I think they're shaking and moving. As a football club, you got to take them serious. But with Solanke, I'm sorry to say, but Hooks, he's got that light skin tendency, bro. He's got that. He don't want to be touched. He's too, he's soft. He's soft, man. I ain't got time for them.
Why say sorry, Hooks? Hooks is mixed race.
Why say sorry? Hooks?
Yeah, no, you know the mixed race guys that are just them pretty boy things. It's dead to me, bro. Like,
nah, we can't brush all light skinned brothers with the same.
Yeah, I know, but you know most of you man, and I swear he's from London as well. Like most of them man, they are just them mixed race guys from London.
He's from East or West or one of them places.
Yeah, I don't know, bro. Them man are fun.
Chelsea's academy, bro.
Yeah. South.
Yeah.
There you go. Cool. Keep it.
Yeah, them sorry boys.
Nah,
Yeah, it's a bit wet still. It's a bit wet.
No.
But yeah, no, I just don't take Solanke serious. Though. Honestly, I don't take him serious.
He's probably from Windsor.
He's been harsh. Listen, he's been harsh. Solanke, he's mid, but he's not dross, innit?
Man.
He's a 15 GA man.
What I will say is, in terms of getting you to the point where Spurs want to get to, you've got 4 players behind him, that are of real quality, and then you've got Solanke. It just doesn't add. As I said,
that makes sense. I told you he's a Windsor and Eton, you basically. Man's from Basingstoke. Don't ever try to say South.
He's from Basingstoke. Crazy.
Yeah, man. Ches's sides, man.
Yeah, mad.
Ches ain't from Basingstoke. I know where Ches is from.
He's from Windsor and Eton.
No, he's not. I know.
Lee, that's so funny. They always say this, but Lee knows where I live. He knows where I live.
You might live there, but you're not from there. You know
I know where he's from. Wait, no, Ches, you're from that area already, though, innit?
Yeah,
I know
he lives there. He didn't grow up there. It's Windsor and Eton, man. I'm telling you.
Nah,
Clarence.
I know.
He's far from that. Trust me, he's far from
Evil
that.
Cheswell, man. Yeah, I'm from South. I'm from Peckham. Not that is that glorious. We got a Discord if anyone wants to join. Just letting you not know that for free.
Premier League is back this weekend, you know. It doesn't.
I
it
know.
doesn't feel
Oh,
like
it's
it, but
Weekend,
it's
bro,
back.
Friday.
Oh,
Jay,
right,
I'm
It's
playing.
back. The
Yeah, I'm
Premier
playing
League
in
is
3
back,
days.
You know.
Yeah,
Come on,
yeah,
guys.
Jay, I'm playing it. Wait, hold on, Jay. Don't you have a game tomorrow?
Bro, oh my
Lord.
fucking days. We have to become champions. We have to win the European Super Cup tomorrow. Jesus Christ.
Concentrate.
Oh my God, so much pressure,
Concentrate.
so much time. Listen, Chess, because you know it, because it's kind of been going
Focus.
trophy. Now it's our time
Oh,
to
we're
win
going
another
back and
trophy.
forth, ban for ban, yeah.
You know what I mean?
We can
Like,
go
you know,
ban
like
for ban.
back
Yeah,
to
I
back
hear it,
on the
hear it, hear
mic.
it.
You know what I'm saying?
I hear it, hear it,
So
bro.
you know them ones.
You're not
People
winning
in the
tomorrow,
chat
though.
like, oh, PSG
Anyway.
are smoking you.
So Jay, you're not
Smoking
winning
what?
tomorrow. So
Smoking the Europa League champions. I beg your pardon.
Yeah,
I
smoking
think not.
the
I think
champ.
not.
All right, just
I'll
let
I'll
him
tell
have
you
his
what,
thing.
though. If Spurs do win
I-
tomorrow, boy.
No, it's dark. We got Deji on tomorrow as well. That's the long.
Oh, yeah. My club. Yeah, shouts
Yeah.
to Deji.
Ches though, man. What's your club's already moving for talks for Garnacho, my brother.
I'm buying the top.
But
It's
People in the chat are like, we're
Lee,
gonna
this
win,
is
bro.
you.
We're
You
gonna
actually-
win tomorrow.
you actually-
I,
getting
no,
motivation.
you
I'm
no,
buying the
you know
top,
what you
bro.
no, if you no,
I'm buying the top. I'm
if you're
so
gonna
keen.
get-
And I'm acting
if you're,
like I've
I'm
never
not
been
gonna lie,
here.
yeah. If you're gonna do this, yeah, please have hashtag Garnation at the top of the
No,
the
I'll
hashtag
get
Garnation.
Garnacho, what, 19?
No,
on the front?
hashtag Garnation. You have to if you're gonna do it for bands, you might as well do it for bands.
I'm not wearing a hashtag on my back. We're not
I
doing
don't know
that.
about wearing another
But-
man at the back of your top, but like that's
No,
kind of crazy.
I've never bought another player's top like that.
but
I'm buying
Garnation, hashtag
Garnacho.
Garnation, and
because-
yeah,
I
It's
do.
good to become a Chelsea player. It is what it is, man.
yeah, top
Move.
weirdo.
Nah, man,
Hashtag
I got
Garnation.
back on the back of my England top. Yeah, let's go, man.
What recent one?
No, the one where he actually the mad thing happened.
You're gonna. But it's kind of mad though, Ches. I can't lie. Getting rid of Madueke to get Garnacho is kind of.
We'll see us more in
I need you to explain that one. I need you to explain that one.
I don't know. How are we gonna
Isn't
put this on?
isn't Gittins the? Oh, my bad.
No, hell no.
What?
Madueke was still there.
Yeah, no, but I don't know.
He was still there, man.
It
It was the Mudryk. He was the Mudryk. He was the Mudryk replacement.
Garnacho's the Mudryk replacement. Facts.
Probably. Yeah.
He is. But
Yeah.
it's peak. I hope it's 25 million or 30 million. If I see 40 million, I'll lose my rag. But
I can smell
I'm
it being
hoping-
40. I think it's going to be
I'm
down the
hoping
middle.
it's
I
not
think
too
it's
high.
gonna be
because
35.
My
rising
team's
to
looking
45.
crisp right now. You know what crisp means? My team's looking crisp. I'm kind of chilling. Garnacho doesn't really change a lot for my team, innit? That's when Lee's getting onto him last week, whatever it was, going, he's rubbish. I agree, but he's not going to play that much.
He's crap, man.
I ain't got to see him. You get
Crap,
me?
man.
But I hope he scores against you, man. FA Cups and all that. Then we move. But hopefully 30, 40 million, I'll stomach it, we move on. But I'm looking at Xavi Simons. That's the guy I want. So that deal needs to
Oh,
hurry up.
yeah. That looks like Nkunku's
If
going
you get
one way.
Xavi Simons, I won't give a crap who you buy after that. Buy Garnacho, buy whatever, I don't care. But yeah, this is what it is, man. Move.
It's a smelly deal. I
Power
can't lie,
challenging
but-
season pending. Let's go.
Yeah. Does anyone actually believe it's a good deal in the chat?
What? Garnacho?
Like
Yeah,
Garnacho,
you know.
Everyone's
Listen,
going to say no, man.
you know
Newcastle,
me.
yeah.
You know me. I like
Oh
like
yeah, I love it.
underappreciated
But that's not a United
ballers.
fan.
Like Garnacho fits underappreciated ballers. He fits into that demographic. I mean, I don't think he's as bad as United have made him look, and obviously he's made himself look not the most.
Yeah, get that one
professional
straight. Get that one
and stuff
straight.
like that. But it's just sometimes players need a new environment. Like United's not the easiest place to play for any player. Look at Højlund. Like he's a good player, but he looks like a
No, he's
WWE.
not.
He's not a good player.
Listen, he is a good player. He is a good player. Before you guys turned him
Would you
into a
take him?
wrestler,
No, would you take him? No,
fighting for long balls. Yeah,
I don't know.
He was a
No, let's-
decent player.
no, wait, hold on. Let's get one thing straight. In his own interview, they said, "What's your strength?" He said, "Being physical."
Yeah,
That's what he wanted to do, man.
Listen, listen. You bought him as a
Trash.
WWE superstar. You should have evolved him.
Use
Something a
it.
little
Jay,
Use
bit
it.
more
put Kaz on the spot, yeah. Jay, put Kaz on the spot. Kaz comes Chelsea, he's going to flop.
Who?
Garnacho, you think he's going to flop?
I think he's gonna get flipped.
So he's not going to bang at Chelsea, not going to score goals. He won't outscore any of your wingers.
Nah,
Nothing like that.
What's
Yeah?
the rate, Bruno Fernandes?
nah, don't think so.
Oh, but
I don't
listen,
think.
but
I
you
don't
gotta
think
think it's-
I don't even think he's gonna play that much.
How many goals did Højlund get in the Champions League for you guys?
5.
5 in how many games?
I don't know. The group
He was
stage,
doing-
where he got knocked out.
Yeah,
6.
like, let's not act like the guy's never shown any something. He's been coached by 2
Right.
Neanderthals at your club. Do you know what I mean? Let him
That's
cook.
all right, that's great, man. Let Thomas Frank have him then. Because actually, how about this? Eddie
You
Howe
know
and
what?
something.
We're a bit.
You can't. You look. That's how you know he's shit, yeah. Because you can't even give him that much props, Jay. You're running out of things to say.
Listen, there's plenty of props.
You could have named me 5 things he's good at.
Oh well,
Actually, 5 is a high number. You could have named me 2 things he's good at.
No, he's running off the ball. His facial skin regime seems improved. You know what? I don't like to be put on the spot. You know, I'm not the most creative thinker when put on the spot. Let me circle back to this at the end of the stream. No rush, guys.
I want to see he was scoring against one of your clubs, and I'm gonna love it. I'm gonna be so ashamed.
I don't know why you lot don't learn from a Dweke deal. Garnacho is a good deal. If he flops, sell him to Arsenal for 50 million.
That's true. It's a win-win.
That man can take him.
3 minutes ago, just got a message.
Brooks and Lee, they take him now. Must take him now.
Wait. Go on, Lee.
Arsenal pushing to fund deals. Spurs also interested, but players' preferences.
What's your source gonna Lee? Because like if it's like
no. My cousin's a big agent. He works for Rock Nation, bro.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah, he works for Rock Nation. He's
got Dweke play left wing. Of course he is. He's already done it.
He's got about 3 or 4 youth players that are Arsenal. He's got loads of players to be fair. Some women's players. Got quite a few.
Big up to anyone that's here. Make sure you smash the likes. Remember to subscribe. There's a good portion that aren't subscribed. If I get a subscriber, we get a subscriber. Hooks gets a subscriber potentially. Ches, Big Six Bants. It all filters down at some point eventually, so you can see their channels in the tabs, the purple tabs. Discord links in the pinned, so you can join that. I'm gonna go and gas up the Labour stuff now because we're approaching Brighton, so crunch time. So if anyone wants to jump over, just hashtag NAFRAID. We're gonna be live on Monster's channel in about half an hour as well. And I heard something's coming out at 2 p.m. So right on cue. Right?
Correct.
Right.
Hashtag